I would just fly away. And I always knew I couldn't stay. So I had a dream that I'd just fly away. I've been on my own for a minute.
Have you ever heard this song?
I don't even know why you asked me anymore.
I don't know.
I have it.
I just keep thinking one day you're going to just be like hip and fun.
Yeah. Nope.
No?
I'm a librarian.
Oh.
I don't think those
but
words
you're
go
still
together.
cute.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Only because it's Friday or whatever day. You know,
Yeah. Well, no.
What day
what day is today? Let's just take a peek, see, and
what
look at
day
this.
is it?
What day is it? Hold on. Let me just jump on my
when
phone.
our recording schedule gets a little nutty sometimes, we don't always know what's going on.
Today
Yes.
is January 23rd.
23rd.
Tuesday. It's a big day.
What are our national what's?
National Pie Day.
Hello.
Where are we going?
Yeah. Why didn't we have this figured out before?
I don't know.
Hillside Perk has some dang good pie. In
Okay, since you live
Culverton,
that way, bring me some.
Got it.
Okay, in the morning.
Yes.
National Handwriting Day. Oh,
I have beautiful penmanship.
really?
Yeah, so
Never
does
seen
Kim.
it.
What?
I love to write though, and I'd love to see your penmanship.
Yeah,
Can you write in cursive? Oh yeah, you can. You graduated in
yes.
the 90s.
Yes.
Yeah. And Measure Your Feet Day.
No, not necessary.
You got big feet.
Yep.
Yeah. Your poor children.
Yes.
Because they also have big feet.
Yep.
It's okay. Big feet just make you.
Need big socks. I don't.
Exactly. I don't
Yes.
know what big feet
I don't
get you.
either. Nope.
Welcome back to another episode of Coaching, Caffeine, and Comedy. I'm your host, Hayley Kobza.
And I'm Lena.
Today we have somebody super fun in studio. We talk about her all the time.
And she's a good guest. She brought us a goodie.
No, actually, Lena, these are my goodies
What?
that I have been forgetting to pick up.
Well, maybe you need to give me a goodie.
You know what? I think I already gave you one of these goodies and you didn't know what it was. No, I gave you
The sticker.
the sticker and you said, what is this? And then I
Is it the
explained
bookmark? You need, I want the Jesus bookmarks. I need you to get them where he's like, are you reading something inappropriate?
Oh,
He's
I
like,
have some of those too. I'll get you those.
okay.
Is this smut?
Yes.
And he's looking across.
Yes.
You know, have you seen those?
So hilarious.
Somebody
Only for some people.
Somebody gave me one to put over the door of my office, and it's like on the corner. And
and he's like
peeking around.
That's
he said,
so good.
and he says, "I saw that." So that's right. When you walk into my office, I have
need
that
in your life.
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
Yeah. So welcome, Kelsey from New Life.
Hello.
What's your last name, Kelsey?
Brown.
There we go. Do you know that?
Yes, I did know that.
Okay, I knew that too.
Yeah, okay.
Kelsey Brown from New Life, and she is so excited. She does this kind of stuff every day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's pumped.
She's so pumped.
Yes.
Well, we're just going to make you feel really welcome while you're here. So
Yeah.
get
I am
comfortable.
excited to be here.
Good.
Yes, you guys are fun.
And she's listened.
Yeah, yes, she hadn't.
Oh.
Not to.
I don't listen to a lot of podcasts.
Yes, we've talked about
I don't
this.
get a lot of time to listen to podcasts. So anyway, but I did, and I went into work early, and it was actually super fun. It was a great time to listen, and I
Yay.
enjoyed it.
Yay! Yeah, she said she had listened to. His name should not be mentioned.
Okay, let's don't.
Yeah, because she said that was good.
Oh, okay.
Ugh,
Yeah.
you know who it is.
No, but let's just leave it.
Yeah,
Let
we
it
don't want to
lie.
get them any more bigger heads.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Some of the guys on here just.
They're too much.
Yeah. So
I need to know your history because I
Yeah.
don't know anything about like where you grew up, if you're native to this. So start from the beginning.
this is what I know. I'm going to tell you what I know.
Okay.
Because I always say this. That Kelsey from New Life is so sweet. And then they say, oh, she's a she's so-and-so's sister. Your mom is so-and-so. And I don't know the last names because I don't know anybody in this town.
Cliff Note version. Okay, I want the
there we
real
go.
version.
Okay, go Kelsey.
Yep, go.
Okay, so I'm from Culbertson-ish. So Collicott.
Oh, okay,
yes,
Probably
my
your
parents
neighbors.
No.
had a taxidermy business for a very long time, and actually moved it to McCook after I graduated from high school. I have two older brothers that are 12 and 14 years older than me. So I think my brother Clint was...
Yes, Jake's age.
Yes,
Yeah.
he was friends with Jake.
Yeah.
He was friends with Jake.
Yeah. What year did he graduate?
That's a good question.
Okay, that's fine. Jake's the 2000.
12 years older than me.
Yeah, okay.
Right. And Kelsey looks as if she's 22. So
He
Exactly.
was a senior when I was a kindergartner, I think.
It's kind of like Jake and I.
Worked out, so.
Yeah, perfect. Yep.
Okay. But yeah, no, and I started at McCook schools when I was about 5th grade. And so kind of, McCook person, but, been here pretty much always. We moved away for a few years after we got married for my husband's job. He's a lineman. And then we moved back for New Life, to buy New Life, about almost 5 years ago now.
So you've only been back here to McCook for 5 years? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. I did not.
It's been a fast 5 years.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So where did you guys move to?
Loop City. Mm-hmm. I had no clue where that was.
Yeah.
It's like 45 minutes north of Kearney. It's kind of right in the middle there.
Okay.
There's like 1,000 people. We really liked it, and it was good for us to kind of go there and get to be, our own unit. And it was pretty quiet, simple, and nice, but it's been really nice to be closer to family again.
And so your husband's from McCook as well?
He is, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Got it. And so did you guys like high school sweethearts?
No, he's 4 years older than I am. And
girl.
so we knew each other in high school, but I don't know. I think so I graduated from MCC, and then I didn't go on, but it was my second year that I think we kind of met or started dating. And then about a year later got married.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Where did he go to line school somewhere then?
Norfolk.
Okay. Is he still in alignment?
Mm-hmm. He works for Nebraska Public Power.
Oh, okay.
I'm confused. Oh, where's Jake work?
McCook
Public Power.
Yeah.
Okay. So I was just confused.
It's so weird because, McCook Public Power services everywhere outside of
I
McCook.
know. That's who
So
services
backwards.
Mayhood.
But
Yeah.
anyway.
People get very confused.
Yeah. I don't
Okay.
understand that.
So you took on the retail world. Had you
Yes.
done anything retail prior?
So I worked, yeah.
Okay.
I worked at JCPenney's somewhere in there, college, high school. I worked at the flower shop down here. And then I actually worked at New Life just after we got married. And I really loved it. I was there for around a year and was very sad to leave and couldn't quite let it go. And it just stuck with me that's where I was supposed to be. And that's why we moved back. It was like, I think this is where,
Okay.
where
So,
we need
and
to
your
be.
parents owned New Life.
They bought it for us to be able to move back because we knew we couldn't buy it right away.
Okay.
And the Wilcoxes were in a place, I think they're kind of, ready to sell, ready to move on to something different. And so my parents went ahead and
That is
bought
awesome.
it for
That
us.
is awesome.
And,
That's amazing.
and it was, and they were ready to kind of get out of taxidermy too, because, it's really hard on your body and they're not quite, well, my mom will never retire. She likes to work and be out. And so it's kind of was a blessing to us both.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So when you worked there, it wasn't for your mom per se. It was for the Wilcoxes?
Wilcoxes that owned
Okay.
it before. Yeah. And,
okay.
and I kind of, I just really enjoyed it. And I don't know why it stuck. I guess I think that's where I'm called to be if it stuck this long. Because it was when Jackson, so our first son is 8 and I was already working there when we had him. So it's kind of been this dream to be there for that long and own it. And so we're coming up on a year now that Tyler and I've owned it.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Yeah.
So what is it that you love so much about it?
I don't know. So obviously, we connect with a lot of people and that's really cool. And there's been just so many cool connections that I think you wouldn't necessarily get just being anywhere else. And I do love books and love to read. And so that's become quite a thing. We keep getting boxes of books in and it's like, who ordered all of these books? Where do we even put them? But I don't know. I've always felt closer to God being there. I noticed like when we moved to Loop City, we kind of not really strayed, but our faith wasn't anything close to what it is and what it's become these last 5 years. And so I do feel like that's a huge part when you're around all of that all day long.
Yeah.
It does help to just keep pushing your faith to be better. So I do like that.
So in speaking of your family, you said you had an 8-year-old. Is that, how many children do you have
I have
then?
2. So
Okay.
8-year-old Jackson
Okay.
and Sophie is 6.
Okay. And do they go to school here in McCook?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay.
Kindergartner and 2nd grader.
Okay.
Yes.
Fun.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I got to get a Kleenex.
Oh my goodness. Oh, so awkward. What is it? Do your kids enjoy going there as well?
The store?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. So we decided about, I think, I don't know, time is crazy, but like a year or so ago, that we would just have them come to the store all the time instead of like mostly they'd go to daycare and then sometimes they'd come to the store. And now they just are always there. And I love it. I know they get a little tired of it sometimes because they'll be like, Mom, do we have a day off? Like, no.
No, we work all the time.
But they like to help. Sophie has been practicing making like the bows that go on gifts for our gift wrapping. And so she's all proud and she likes to help with that. And Jackson vacuums. So they have their jobs and they do really well there.
Is there an upstairs to the New Life building?
I'm
trying to remember.
There is, but it's not accessible. Like it's not,
You don't have it?
No.
Okay.
No. It's, just kind of run down and needs a little love. So we don't walk up there.
But do you own it?
No, we rent it.
The upstairs?
The whole thing.
Oh,
the
okay.
building.
Oh,
This is Lena's and my dream is to have an upstairs
Loft.
Oh yeah.
One day.
Oh, I think it'd be really cool. I mean, it just needs some love, but it would be really cool. There's so much potential in all of these buildings.
Oh, for sure.
downtown,
Right.
So
Does yours,
really awesome.
is there a basement in yours? I'm all about the history.
There is.
Is there a tunnel?
Not that I know of. I don't like basements, so I don't really go down there.
I just know in the sports shop, there is a tunnel and they ended up cementing it and you can see where it used to be.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I'm good.
No.
What do you think is the biggest change for New Life since you took over?
Good question. Did they have the engraving then? Oh, they would have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I do feel like we've continued to expand. So, I mean, we have a lot of books. In the last year, especially, we've really built up our inventory. And I'm constantly trying to think of new ideas for engraving and things that we can do that are different, or more, like services that we can provide through that. So I think just continual expansion. Right. I'm on Facebook a lot.
Right. It's all social media. I feel marketing is not, it's the radio. Yes, a little bit, but social media is really where it is. How many people are looking and liking and sharing.
Right.
I do think, and we've talked about your store,
I
quite
did
a bit.
Jingle. Did you hear my jingle?
Oh my goodness.
Wait, or no, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
I did?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Cause you did a commercial.
Yep.
Yeah. You'll have to go back and listen to our holiday. Yeah. Cause we're just all these fun places to go for holiday gifts. And I do think New Life is a place that people might not know about, like all the things that you can get there. It's not just a Christian store, but there's all the, the engraving, and you do some awesome things. And my husband was actually telling somebody about you guys the other day. He's never even been in the store. He just said, I know that Hayley went and got these things for our customers, like customer gifts. And, you can engrave like a cutting board if you're looking for those promo items or whatever. Kelsey, you've done a lot of cool stuff. So
and I really enjoy it.
Yeah,
it's cool. It's
fun.
Amazing. All the like really unique things that we get to make and stuff, and knowing that like it's really special to one person, especially the handwriting, like, cause we do a lot of handwriting, especially around Christmas time.
The handwriting stuff is so fun.
And that's really special.
Yeah. Is there anything new that's going to be coming out that you're really excited about to bring to the store?
Ooh, good question.
Not necessarily new. We have been rearranging the store all week and a whole lot of boxes of freight. I think we had like, probably close to 20 boxes of freight this week. Which is a lot for us. But we have been rearranging and I'm really excited about that. It sounds super silly, but I saw this one idea on Pinterest and then I was like, oh my gosh, our kids section needs to look like this. And so we've been changing the entire store so that it can look like that. And
do you have,
it's just
I always see you, but do you have any other employees?
No. My mom and dad help a lot.
Yeah.
They're not allowed to ever leave.
Yes.
People walk in and see my mom and they're like, I thought you sold this. You retired. And like, no, she did not. And then Tyler comes and helps sometimes when he can. It doesn't always work out, but yeah, it's kind of
That's
nice.
nice.
At Christmas, we had a couple friends that could come in and help, which was awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. That's good.
Do you have any other hobbies besides this? I mean, I doubt you have a lot of time, but.
I like to crochet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I think I'm internally 80. I like to crochet and watch Golden Girls.
That's adorable.
All about
you and Lena
that.
could be good friends.
Yes. I got to crochet. Oh, that sounds really tricky. Yeah.
And you like to read?
I do like to
I know.
read.
Yeah.
And I've been getting into more like fiction. So, I mean, I've read plenty of fiction books growing up, but as an adult, I don't think I've really read like that much, you know, especially since we've moved back to McCook and life has been busier. So I've been trying really hard to read more and I love it.
Yeah. It's great.
It's been awesome.
Yeah.
What are you reading right now?
It's called The Printed Letter Bookshop, which is ironically enough about a bookstore and someone owning a bookstore. At first I was having a hard time getting into it because I'm like, I think this is too much like real life, but I'm really enjoying it now.
I think I told you the book, I don't know. I read a book and so that Lena suggested to me, Hands-Free Mama. Oh, we've talked a lot about that book. Yeah. But it said, you know, instead of playing on your phone, you're reading. And so that's why reading just feels the soul.
Yeah.
Yes. And it could be any kind of book for me. I can read anything.
Me too.
It's gotta be really good, but yeah. And Kelsey, I think I ordered 4 or 5 books that you had recommended. So they're on my like 2024 to reads. So
that's cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Caravel.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I ordered all of those.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Those are fun.
Yeah.
Fancy.
Yeah.
Sounds fancy.
Yeah. Super. What did you do in high school? Did you play any sports, music, theater?
Music and clubs.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not a very athletic person.
Okay. So like singing or played something?
Choir. I was in choir. I played flute in band.
Okay.
I did student council, art club, and National Honor Society.
Awesome. Nice. Okay. That's
who was your band teacher and choir teacher?
Prevy, and it was.
Yep.
Names escape me.
Yeah.
Well, it's Miss Misfell. It was not her name now.
Oh, she's.
It's not that name anymore.
Is she
got
still there?
married. Yes.
McNutt?
Thank you.
Yeah,
yes.
Okay.
I could remember her name when she was my teacher.
Hey, that counts. That counts.
Oh my gosh.
Were you in marching band?
I was. I think I can't remember what time I stopped doing that. I don't think I did it all through my senior year.
No.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Does McCook have a good marching band? Out of curiosity, I guess I've never seen.
I don't know. I don't know if I've seen it either. Actually,
there's nothing better than a good marching band.
Yeah,
there is. Sometimes I go down like a TikTok rabbit hole of marching bands.
Yeah,
and there is nothing better than a band at an athletic event ever. Tracy and I were talking about
band,
this.
like a good. Yeah.
Who does one still? Southwest.
Oh,
I think Southwest has a really good pep band.
Oh,
and
good for them.
Not the last game that I had went to, they were there, and it was good. There is nothing better than a band at a sporting event. I don't know, compared to just music.
McCook has their pep band during basketball games.
They do?
Yeah.
Gosh, I need to start going to more sports.
Yeah.
Outside of Peter and Dolores.
Yeah. Plenty of time for that. I think there is a difference. I do love the live.
It's like beats to your heart, kind of.
Yes.
I don't know.
Yeah. Always good. Good.
My husband thinks it's so silly. Like, you know, he was into all the sports.
Yeah.
And I am definitely the more music and band. And so even now, like, I'll hear him practicing, like, for Heritage Days, and you can hear him outside in the morning really early. I'm like, oh, and I'll think about, you know, marching, you know, the things and playing.
Awesome.
He's like, oh my gosh, you're such a dork. Like,
no, she's
you
not.
had to be there.
Yeah,
exactly.
Exactly.
So fun.
Exactly.
Are your kids getting into the beginning of sport life for them? Or?
They are. Okay. Yes. So Jackson's doing basketball right now. Sophie would do it. She's just not old enough. But she is definitely I think she will be pretty athletic. Yeah. She moves constantly, and so busy. And I think, they both love swimming too.
Yeah.
So we'll be doing more of that. The other day I asked them, I said, if you had to choose between swimming and soccer, which one would you choose? Swimming. Because they are at the same time.
Yes, they are.
For the Y. And I think we could probably do both, but I don't really want to. They both picked swimming, and I was so glad because soccer is so cold.
Oh,
and so I'm like, well, guess we're doing swimming.
Yeah.
We always did the swimming and never did the soccer. Yeah, swimming's where it's at.
We did it last year. They like it.
Yeah.
They do fine.
Yeah.
Jackson, actually, he's not a very coordinated kid sometimes, but I was surprised with how well he does soccer. So we'll see.
Awesome.
Yeah. So tell us about the other little venture you have across the street. Tell us about your church.
Yeah, Grace Fellowship. We're a pretty small church, but we've loved it. So we started going there when we came back to McCook, which is kind of when the church started there too.
Has it always been in that location? Sorry, but
so they were at a different spot, but then the Grace Fellowship itself has just been there, but it was another church in a different place in town. And then their pastor moved back to Omaha. Okay. And so they kind of regrouped here. And actually now my husband is, pastoring there too. So it's been a really cool journey for us to be there, and we really love everybody that's there.
About how many people do you have that go to your church?
Maybe around 50.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Is it one or two services?
Just one.
Just one?
Yeah, at 11.
At 11?
Yeah.
Oh.
And is his pastoring, is that something he wants to do for like a certain amount of time, or are you looking for someone to come in, or how?
He really loves it. Since we've been going there, the guys that have pastored before him have been really awesome leaders and have really worked to develop more leaders out of the men in the church. And so they've really, kind of fueled him and helped him to grow. And he's felt called to some sort of ministry for a while. And so when the opportunity arose for him to help pastor there, he's really enjoyed it. So, yeah.
What would
he and another Tim Hare also helps pastor too, and so it's a really good team.
Nice. So what would the longevity be there in the sense of when you would move out of that space? Like, what would that look like? Like, how many people? Like, if you're looking to grow,
we could fill it a little bit more before we move out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we would love for it to grow, more and maybe more quickly than it has been.
Sure.
But this year we've kind of regrouped and talked about our vision and our goals moving forward. And so I'm really excited. Like we've, in the last, probably 6 months, it seems like people have kind of teamed together a lot more and are really excited to get more involved and help, I don't know, just get involved in our community more.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I think we have a lot of good church homes here in McCook. I think about this with the athletes, just those that, because we have a lot of, because I work with all the athletes, but a lot of them do want to be a part of something, spiritual, especially on Sundays. They do enjoy Sundays because they usually don't have anything to do. And I'm just, one day it'd be so fun if they could know about all the churches. They only they only go to the churches that they go to because somebody's inviting them. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I might invite them to my church, but they're never going to go to anybody else's church unless they know of somebody or that somebody invites them.
Yeah.
And then it's, it's like a girl going to the bathroom at night. She's not going to go by herself. She's going to go with all of her friends. But that would be really fun if there was some college, Sunday, they could just like gather at all this, I don't know what I'm saying here.
Yeah.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah. Every Sunday they went to a different church.
Yeah. Oh. That would be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But I don't know.
They're also busy, but yes,
they're also kind of busy.
Yes.
And then 9 o'clock's too early. And then their 10:30 is too early.
Yeah.
It's rough being a college student.
Yeah.
It's so rough. Yeah. What else, Lena? What's with your nose?
I don't know. Something just happened. Being up here, maybe there's something in the air up here.
You think?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh.
Man.
What is something you want for your kids growing up in this area that you really liked and made you want to come back? Like, what are the experiences you want them to have?
I really like, I'm not good at rapid, thinking fast. Well, I think just the community and yeah, I feel like it's a really nice size. It's big enough that there are lots of opportunities for them. Right. But that there's a place for them. I feel like some of the communities are so small that some kids have a harder time finding where they fit because this is what everybody is doing and this is all that's available for them. But McCook has such a variety that they can kind of fit in so many places, and I really like that.
What did you used to do for fun when you lived here?
Not a whole lot.
No, yeah.
It wasn't too wild. I actually, one friend that I became friends with in 5th grade, we are still really great friends.
Awesome.
And
That's great.
Her house or Culbertson. That's kind of it. And that was the thing too. We still lived in Culbertson until I moved out in my senior, or when I graduated. And so to drive that back and forth wasn't really a thing that we did much. And so, I mean, hung out with friends sometimes. Otherwise, just kind of hung out at home.
I'm excited for the drive-in movie theater.
Oh,
that's going to be so fun.
There was a drive-in when I was young.
Here?
Yes, it was over by Lewis Motorsports in that area. So I grew up growing. I remember my parents taking me. So I think it's a great thing to bring back. To have
it looks like it's going to be huge. It's going to be perfect.
Yeah,
great location.
Super fun.
Yeah,
and I think Kelsey, you said really good. Growing up in Culberson, I also grew up in Culberson. McCook is that really nice size because there's a little more opportunity. So if you don't fit into like the sports or the jockey thing, there's so many. The music, the choir, which Culberson had good music and choir too, but then you're talking about like FFA and
all the things,
drama and all the other things that it's a nice, and there's stuff to do. Because even when we were thinking of moving to and smaller towns are great too. Want to have that balance of, are there opportunities for our kids to want to come back here? Because I'm sure that's kind of the way it was for you. And having those fun experiences. So all the places to eat, and there's always just like your store, something new within your store, or we have like Citadelli's new, or like the Loop being new for the community. It's not new anymore, but like when we were moving back, it was something new. So it's exciting that McCook is the kind of community to support new things and people feel will be successful by starting something new. That's fun.
Yeah.
That just brings me, and all the things that McCook has to that they have to offer now, but they continue to grow, which is awesome.
Yeah.
I just met a family that just moved here, and I was telling her a few things. She said, "Oh my goodness, what? Like you guys are getting an outdoor pool?" And I'm like, "Yeah, you drive past it every day." But like, if you didn't live here, you wouldn't know.
Yeah.
And then just being able to tell people about all these like hidden treasures in McCook.
Well, if you think of it in
like
the last,
New Life.
you think of the last few years, just the beginning of the snowball rolling with newness. So we'll have the new baseball fields, the new outdoor pool, the YMCA that changes, the drive-in movie theater. For a small town to have that much going on,
big.
That's really huge.
Yep.
I mean, 8,000 approximately in that area, and just to have our strong church communities, that says a lot for the area to be successful in those ways.
Yeah,
it's
for sure.
exciting.
Okay, so Kelsey, we usually end this up. We just ask like a few random questions. So, what are you reading right now, or what are you watching, or both?
So the Printed Letter Bookshop that I mentioned. I was going to read like maybe a fiction and a nonfiction at the same time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, nope.
No?
Can't handle both.
Okay, yeah.
So I'm still on my fiction. Someday I'll get back to my nonfiction. So yeah, that's about it. Since I've been reading it, I haven't been watching a lot of TV.
Okay.
The kids really like, is it Cake 2?
Yes.
Or is it Cake?
Is
Now
it
we're on to
Cake?
Is it Cake 2?
Oh,
But
yes. My kids
So
love
my
that.
goodness.
love that show.
They're so talented.
Yes.
My kids love that
We
as
will
well.
makes me wanna eat cake.
Yes.
Yeah. And then when they flip it and everyone's,
Yes.
which one is it?
Yes. Is it the lamp? Is it the book? Is it the coffee table? Is it the pillow? Yes.
The guy
We
that,
did that
The
one.
guy that's the person on there, though, is he just a little much? Or is it
Sometimes.
just
No, I
me?
hear you. I hear you.
He's just,
People probably say that about us.
They probably do.
Yeah.
They probably.
So
But
they're
it's
wrong.
different.
Yeah,
We're
that's
not
right.
on TV yet.
Yeah.
Yet.
Yes.
Yeah.
What is your caffeine of choice?
A latte. I like my coffee to not taste like coffee, but I
Same.
really like coffee.
I love a latte.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love
You
a
two
latte.
can go on a date. I'll
do.
sit in the
Oh my
corner with
goodness.
all the old men
Extra
drinking their
shot.
black. I actually did do that today. I did do
A latte?
a mocha with an extra shot, which I
Nice.
never. So that's like a latte because there's some milk.
What's
in
your
it.
favorite eating establishment here? Like if you're going to go have a meal, no kids, so you can actually taste it.
Yes.
Not wear it.
Probably Citadelli.
Boom
Okay.
shakalaka.
Good choice.
Going there tonight.
I need to go there. Invite me sometime, Lena.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Yes. Hey, well, we need to have our
I know.
monthly, quarterly, whatever we were going to do
Yes.
for the new year.
True,
we haven't
true,
done that.
true.
Yeah. Have you tried the Asian menu?
Oh yeah, that's
To-
like all I've gotten
I
the
know.
last like 10 times I've eaten.
Exactly.
So good.
That's all I think about when I'm
Sweet
thinking
and
of
good.
going there. I'm like, yes, that's what I'm going for. Yes. I want to add one to our questions.
Okay.
Do you journal?
I don't. Well, no, not consistently. Consistency. I'm really terrible at, so I don't feel like I'm very good at that. But I have this one journal that I got called Abide, and it has sections in it.
Oh.
And so it has like a Bible study section, and then a prayer section. Another one like you write down. Where was God's faithfulness this week? So it has like prompts in it.
Did you get this from
I
your
do really like
store?
that. Yeah, we have it.
What?
Oh, look at that. Where do you think she got it from?
Well, I didn't get it from our store, but then I got it in because I liked it so much.
I'm gonna have to check this out.
No, but stuff like that, that's like you can kind of do anytime. Right. I like that. And I do pretty good with that.
Yeah, that's fun.
And since it's the new year, are you doing anything? You have anything on your list for 2024?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm trying to work out. And be healthier.
Let's go.
We did talk about, I texted her the other day because I was like, so I like to use my St. Arts points for lattes. Yeah. And one day she was like, yeah, I use my points for salads. And I'm like,
of course she does.
We are so different. And then the other day I was working out and I'm like, oh my gosh, I could use my points for a salad. And I was like, who am I?
What happened?
Right now?
She texted
What
me and
is
I was
this?
just...
I have to text Hayley.
Yes.
I don't know what's happening to me. I do want to get back to running. So I ran a ton in Loop City. I loved it so much. And
it's the part of getting back into it.
Yeah.
And then once you're there.
Actually, I ran a lot when we came back. And I completed a half marathon that was virtual. And then the next day I fell down our stairs. And I haven't really run a lot since. No. So we have really old stairs and Sophie was throwing a fit and that was not very fun. Anyway. And it's just been so hard to get back into, but I do want to. So that's like my big thing is we have these things coming up this year, like a family trip we're going to take and just some different things. So it'll be our 10-year anniversary. And so like these are things that are motivating me. I'm like, okay, I can do this.
Yeah. Exciting. But what else? Working out. Is that it? That's the number one.
That's the number one. You know, like,
right.
Where are you going on your family trip?
Mahoney.
Talk to me.
It's outside of Omaha.
It's in the state?
Yeah.
Of Nebraska?
Oh, Mahoney National Park?
Yeah.
Is that? Okay,
Is
keep
that what it
going.
is? I don't know.
I don't know.
Wes is all about it. My brother.
Never heard of this place.
Well, it's pretty cool. We went. Talk to me. We went when Sophie. Let's see. Yeah, Jackson was like 2. Sophie was like 9 months old. And stayed in this 12-person cabin. Because all of our family and. They had zip lining, which I definitely want to do again. I really loved it. And then I have like a little trail ride, which it's a cool trail ride, but after you've done one like in the mountains or something, it's not as cool. Yeah. So it was okay. Yeah. And then they have golfing and mini golf and theater. And they have a great big thing you can go into that they have not like a hotel, but kind of, like a lodge base. But we didn't go in there that time.
Do they have like, are they by water? Is there kayaking or anything like that?
I don't know. Well, we didn't do any of that when we went last time, but I know there was a little pond that you could rent like a paddle boat and go around or feed ducks and stuff. But so we're going to go again and it'll
that's fun.
Be a good time.
Awesome.
I think so. I mean, I'm trying to picture, I know there's gotta be a river there somewhere because we've made a lot of trips to Omaha and every time we'll go over the bridge right? And I'm like, oh, that's nice. So that was our gift to our parents this year for Christmas was that we're going.
Awesome. Great idea.
So that's great.
A good idea.
Love it.
Yeah.
What other, I'm trying to think of
those are our,
yeah.
Oh, and do you listen to any podcasts?
Yeah.
No. Okay. Someday.
Kind of yours. No.
She'll listen to this one and then forget about us.
Yes. I listen to a lot of Christian music, and that's kind of it all the time.
That's fair. So,
I mean, that is all day long.
Yeah. Fun fact.
I'm so glad. Good job on the old ask there, lady.
Oh, I know.
Good job.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ask.
Yeah.
It sounded like.
Oh, well. It was. Oh, God. Well, we just got lost on that one, didn't we, folks?
Yeah, we did. Mm-hmm. So we finish off our podcast too. This year we're going one person that you're grateful for that's here in McCook. Like we are very blessed to have these people in McCook. Who is it for you today? There's multiple people.
Oh, it's hard to pick one.
I know.
It is.
It's tough. It's very tough. I'm trying to think of who I'm going to say right now.
I already know.
Oh, good job. Mm-hmm. It's good for you.
I should have been prepared for this. I listened to your podcast yesterday.
Oh, good.
Yes. 2 days. I should have known.
Job. Yeah.
Well, I would say my mom and my husband have been a huge help, especially today. Yeah.
Cool.
I don't know. It's hard to pick.
It is. And you always feel like, lucky for us, we get to keep going, so we don't ever feel like we're leaving somebody else. But when you're on the spot and that's it.
we have to see how many Tuesdays in the year. So
Yeah,
we have
exactly.
right. Because somebody's always waiting, wanting to know when their name's coming up.
I'm going to say, because you brought him up, we were talking about things earlier. Mitch Gross.
I was going to say that.
Well, too bad. So I know. Just what he's been able to do for the Y, I think is super exciting. And the way he involves the community, and he jumped in and hit the ground running. And that's good for the community.
It's great for the community. Thanks for stealing my person.
Oh, you're welcome.
I'm going to say, you said Mitch Gross. I'm going to say, going off the Y, Jessica that works the Y. I cannot for the life of me remember her last name, but the swim instructor.
Yep.
She's like the life. Yeah. Yes. Thank you, Kelsey. Jessica Forge.
Yeah. Yes.
She's a gift. So, like, she's such a gift to the swimming program and the youth. And I mean, I have never not seen a child not work out within that. And she's so calm and just patient. And I think that's a beautiful thing when working with small humans in water. So yeah. So I'm going to say Jessica Forge.
Good job.
So,
yeah, I agree.
Well, Kelsey, thank you so much for coming. This was so fun. I hope you might come back one day. Yeah.
Thank you.
And everyone, thank you for listening to another episode of Coaching Caffeine Comedy. I'm your host, Hayley Kobza.
And I'm Lena.
People stare and ask me why I'm here. No one seems to think that I fit in, but I don't wanna be